Have you ever wondered why some people seem to grow brighter with age, while others grow bitter? Why some wake up after 60 with fire in their soul, while others give up quietly day by day? The answer isn't found in money, health, or even good fortune. It's found in one thing: your attitude. Yes, your attitude after 60 can be your greatest weapon, or your silent enemy. Because once you reach this chapter of life, your battles change. You may not be fighting for promotions or chasing trophies anymore, but now you're fighting for peace of mind. You're fighting to protect your joy, your energy, your identity. And that requires a mindset made of steel, a positive mental attitude that cannot be broken. This video is not just a pep talk. It's a wake-up call for every man and woman over 60 who still wants to live with power, with purpose, and with peace. You're going to learn exactly how to train your mind like a muscle, how to remove toxic thoughts, build mental strength, and speak to yourself with boldness, not defeat. Because after 60, the world may expect you to slow down, but your spirit, it doesn't have to. So, take a breath, sit up straight, because what you're about to hear isn't just motivation. It's mental fuel for the second half of your life. This is how warriors think after 60. This is how legends are made in their later years. And this is how you develop an unbreakable, positive mental attitude. Let's begin. Understand that your mind is still in your control. Ladies and gentlemen, turning 60 is not the end. It's a beginning, a new chapter, a different pace, yes, but not a decline. Not if you don't allow it to be. Because here's one of the most powerful truths no one tells you. Your mindset is still yours to command. Your body may slow, your energy may shift, but your mind, your attitude, is still the captain of your ship. Some people believe that positivity fades with youth, that age steals motivation, that mental strength is only for the young. That's a lie. And if you've lived through heartbreak, hard work, loss, and change, and you're still standing, then you already know what real strength looks like. The difference now is awareness. In your 60s, you've seen enough to know that life doesn't always go your way. But that doesn't mean you surrender your joy. Instead, it means you wake up and decide, yes, decide, what kind of day you're going to have. Even on the hard days, you can still choose your reaction. When the body aches, when old memories creep in, when loneliness whispers, you can talk back with courage. You can look in the mirror and remind yourself, I've come too far to be broken now. Positive mental attitude is not about ignoring the hard truths of aging. It's about refusing to let those truths define your spirit. It's about training your thoughts like muscles, disciplining your mind to find peace, even when comfort isn't guaranteed. Start small. Be mindful of your first thought when you wake up. Speak words of hope over your life. Avoid the trap of complaint. Feed your spirit with faith, humor, music, books, and silence. Build a mind that bends, but never breaks. Because you are not powerless. You are seasoned. You are wise. And every day, with every thought, you still have the ability to shape the world inside you. Your mind is still your home. Keep it strong, keep it peaceful. And no matter your age, never forget, you still hold the power to lead your life with purpose and positivity. Let go of bitterness and carry lightness forward. Ladies and gentlemen, if there's one heavy weight that crushes positivity in old age, it's bitterness. That quiet resentment for what didn't happen, for who didn't stay, for how life turned out differently than you once imagined. And if we're being honest, many people after 60 carry silent wounds, betrayals, disappointments, regrets. But here's the truth you need to hear today. Bitterness is a thief. It robs you of the joy that's still available. It poisons the present with shadows of the past. And worst of all, it hardens the heart and blinds the mind to beauty. You cannot build an unbreakable positive mental attitude if you're dragging around old grudges. You must choose to release them, not because what happened was okay, not because you forget, but because you deserve peace. You deserve freedom. You deserve to walk the final chapters of your life unchained. Think of it like this. Your heart is a garden. What you allow to grow flourishes. If you plant resentment, you harvest bitterness. If you plant forgiveness, gratitude, and grace, you harvest peace. Simple but true. Letting go doesn't mean you pretend pain never happened. It means you stop reliving it. You honor your survival. You learn from it. And then you give yourself permission to lighten the emotional load. Bitterness says, "I've been hurt, and I'll never forget." Wisdom says, "I've been hurt, but I refuse to stay stuck in it." This is the great turning point after 60, the choice to live lighter, to stop carrying anger that weighs you down, to stop rehearsing old arguments in your head, to stop giving your energy to people who no longer walk beside you. Yandanu, lightness is strength, forgiveness is power, and gratitude is your greatest ally. Wake up each day and name 3 things that are still good, still real, still worth holding on to. When you let go of what no longer serves you, you make space for what still can. And from that space, your positive mental attitude will grow. Not in fantasy, but in freedom. You've got years of wisdom behind you. Now use it to build a lighter, brighter path ahead. Surround yourself with uplifting energy, people, words, and environments. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to develop a truly unbreakable positive attitude after 60, then listen carefully. You must protect your environment, because your mindset is not shaped in isolation. It's shaped by the people you speak with, the words you consume, the atmosphere you live in, and at this stage of life, you don't have time for toxic energy. Let me ask you, who are you letting into your mental space? Are they people who lift you or drain you? Do they speak life or constantly complain? After 60, your emotional boundaries must become stronger than ever. Why? Because negativity spreads like a virus. If you're constantly surrounded by people who speak of gloom, who gossip, who complain about everything and offer nothing hopeful in return, you will slowly begin to think that way too. But the opposite is also true. When you surround yourself with positive voices, encouraging conversations, and uplifting words, you begin to rise. You absorb hope. You reflect peace. You think clearer, and you feel stronger. Now, this doesn't mean you cut off every difficult person, but it does mean you manage your exposure. You choose who gets the front row in your life. You choose what kind of energy you allow into your home. You choose to create an environment that feeds your spirit. Fill your space with life-giving things. Music that moves you. Books that inspire you. Photographs that remind you of love and resilience. Plants, light, order, and color. Even small changes, like making your bed, lighting a candle, or opening your curtains, can have a powerful impact on your mood and mindset. And don't forget the power of spoken words. Speak encouragement over yourself. Talk kindly to your reflection. Declare your purpose out loud. Speak like someone who still believes in their future, because belief is contagious. This is your time. You've earned the right to live surrounded by peace, not pressure, by warmth, not worry, by energy that builds you, not breaks you. You are not too old to protect your peace. You are wise enough to create the world your mind deserves. Speak life over yourself and start each day with intent. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the most powerful things you can do after the age of 60 is this. Speak life over yourself. Every single morning. Because what you say to yourself, what you whisper into the quiet of your own soul, shapes your entire day, and over time, your days shape your life. At this age, you don't need more noise from the outside world. You need strength from within. You need to be the voice that encourages you when no one else does. You need to be the one who says, I still have something to offer, even when the world forgets. You need to be the one who wakes up, looks in the mirror, and declares, I am alive, I am capable, I am here for a reason. Start each day with intention, not by checking the news, not by drowning in worry, but by choosing your direction. Before your feet hit the floor, ask yourself, what kind of energy will I bring into today? Who can I bless today? What one small thing can I do to grow stronger? Even a 5-minute morning ritual can shift your entire mindset. Stretch your body, breathe deeply, say a prayer, read something wise, smile at yourself. These moments are not small, they are seeds. Because every day you're still here is not a burden, it's a gift. And each morning is a fresh chance to reset your thinking, renew your strength, and reclaim control of your spirit. Your past may be long, but your present is still yours to shape. And your future, yes, even now, still responds to how you think, how you speak, and how you act today. So speak like someone who refuses to be broken. Walk like someone who still has purpose. And rise like someone who understands. Age is not your limit. Mindset is. You've made it this far. You've endured storms, loss, change, and challenge. Now it's time to speak life every day, because the attitude you carry will carry you through the years ahead. And that, my friend, is how unshakable joy begins from within. And now, you've seen the truth. You've heard the 4 pillars of an unbreakable positive mental attitude after 60. Controlling your inner voice, choosing gratitude over bitterness, surrounding yourself with uplifting people, and speaking life over yourself each morning. These are not just ideas, they are tools. And tools don't work unless you use them. So the question is not, did this message inspire you? The question is, what will you do with it today? You're not too old to change. You're not too late to grow. You're not done, not even close. Because the quality of your life moving forward will be shaped by what happens inside your mind, not outside your circumstances. And the truth is, you still have power to choose your focus, to train your thoughts, to take every morning as a new beginning. Others might expect you to fade. Let them. You're just getting started. Because a strong spirit outlasts a tired body. And a positive mind can carry you through storms that would break lesser people. So here's your challenge. Guard your attitude like it's your life, because it is. Speak life, seek peace, push back against negativity, and every day rise like someone who still has something to give. Because you do. Let your mindset be your shield. Let your attitude be your anchor. And let your wisdom be your light. Because after 60, it's not about how fast you move. It's about how strong your mind stays. And remember this, you are not fading. You are rising, one powerful thought at a time, one strong choice at a time. And the world still needs the version of you that refuses to give up. So keep going, keep growing, and keep thinking strong.